Right now, we are in a movement that the beauty supply industry has never seen. Right now, black women and men all over America are binding and coming together, gaining knowledge and making impact within our communities through beauty supply stores. Right now, we are in a movement to reclaim the $1 billion industry that was stolen from us many decades ago. We are here to reclaim this industry and to revamp it one black owned store at a time. If you are someone who wants to be a part of this movement, I want you to join us. We are here at a photo shoot for my book, so stay tuned.
I pray for strength, please let it wash over me. I can't help myself from having these words.
I feel like every female entrepreneur at this time needs this book so that you can have financial freedom, be able to impact your community, and just be the change in the world that you want to see.
All right, all right, all right. We are live. I hope everyone can see and hear me okay. Is everything good, Mom? My mom's in the back. Shouts out to her. She's like my AV for today. But happy Saturday, y'all. I'm so excited. Um, Man, this is my book launch. I'm not going to be on here too long because I know it's a Saturday, but I just wanted to come on this screen because I got this big old backdrop, y'all. Because I was just so excited for the launch of my book, Breaking Barriers: How to Fund, Launch, and Scale a Beauty Supply Store that reclaims an industry against all odds. Y'all, this book has been a long time coming. I spent 2 years writing this book, y'all. The past 2 years, I have been writing this book, waking up 4 a.m., staying late till midnight, writing this book, and I'm just so excited for this body of work. And so today, what I want to do very briefly is just share with you guys a little bit about what I wrote in this book, share with you guys what I have experienced being in the beauty supply industry for the past 15 years, why it's so near and dear to my heart, and why I continue to help other Black women and men conquer this industry. So I want to share the numbers. And most importantly, guys, we want to make this book an Amazon bestseller. This is why we have gathered here today. I have some amazing tiers for people who purchase a book. So, guys, purchase it on Amazon, Amazon.com. When you go to Amazon.com, you are going to type in Breaking Barriers by me, Janice Fredericks, and get a copy of your book. But hold on, guys. Before we get started, I do have some amazing bundle deals for this book. If you buy 2 books, you get free templates, all of my beauty supply resources online. You get a template for that if you buy 2 books. All you have to do is just send me a copy of the receipt to my email, janice@theretailgenius.com. I also have a second tier, which is our business builder visionary tier for people who buy 5 books, y'all. 5 books gets access to my free beauty supply startup course, which I will be selling on Black Friday for $1,500. You get it today, complimentary when you buy 5 books. And guys, when you buy 10 books, y'all, 10 books, you become a founding father. I'm doing a full book tour next year. I'm going to have a big old wall just like this with all of the founding fathers on it. So this is 10 books or more. You also get a VIP strategy session. But I'm gonna get into all of that when I get over to my slides. Before I do that, y'all, I'm very, very, very excited for today. I'm excited, I'm nervous, I'm all the things. But my mom is here. Shout out to my mom. She's here helping me. And so I'm just really grateful just for all of the family support, just everything. I don't want to start crying, but I'm very grateful just for everyone who's even watching me today because this is very exciting. So before I switch over to my slides, however, I have a special guest that I want to bring up to the virtual stage. One of my coaches and mentors, David Shantz, did a video that I want to play for you guys right now, and then we are going to switch over to my slides, y'all. I'm going to get this party started.
Janice, what's up? Congratulations. I want to tell you real quick, when I think about breaking barriers, I think about every black woman who's created her own lane. Madam C.J. Walker, who turned all that hurt into a product. Rosa Parks turning no's into a movement. Serena, proving every doubter no. Breaking barriers isn't always about being loud. Sometimes it's just showing up where they said you didn't belong and doing it your way with excellence. So to every black woman in the beauty industry or any industry, you're not just doing hair or makeup or selling products, you're continuing a legacy. You are the barrier breaker. Let's go.
Sorry, guys. I had no sound. Thank you, sis. So I am doing a tour, guys. I'm doing a tour and all next year. So you get VIP access to that. You also get access to all of the edible templates, and you get access to my self-study course, which is my Beauty Supply startup course. Like I said, that course I usually sell that for like $2,000. I'll be selling it probably for $1,500 Black Friday. But today you get that course for free when you purchase 5 books. Now, the reason why, before I get into my legacy bundle, the reason why it is very important for me to get this book into the hands of as many people as possible is because, and I will share with you guys, I believe that Black women particularly are under attack. And when I was writing this book, I also felt under attack, literally fighting for my life, because I was going through a very toxic divorce. And fortunately for me, I was able to have the financial means to hire an attorney, hire attorneys, plural, and be able to break free from that situation. And so my goal and the dedication for this book is for Black women to be able to have that financial freedom and economic empowerment so that you can be able to leave any toxic situation, whether that's a toxic job, a toxic environment, toxic relationship. It is for you to have the economic means and financial freedom to remove yourself from any situation that is no longer serving you. That means a lot to me. And then my third bundle, y'all, is the legacy bundle. Type in legacy in the chat. If you are here to build legacy for your family, type in legacy in the chat, because the legacy bundle, when you purchase 10 books, not only do you get everything previously, so all of my templates, my strategy courses, all of that stuff, guys, you will also get access to me personally. So our legacy bundle with a purchase of 10 books, you will also get VIP strategy session with me, as well as founding father circle recognition. So like I mentioned, I'm going on a tour, guys. and we will have a big wall with your name on it. Okay, so that is what is happening today. So if you go to Amazon, Amazon.com, and type in Breaking Barriers, you will be able to get the book right now. It is available. And even getting this book on Amazon was a lot, y'all. It was so much to get here. But you'll be able to go on Amazon and get the book right now. So choose your tier. Choose your tier. If you are a store owner, I really love the Legacy Bundle because this allows you to have this book in your beauty supply store and literally resell it to people who want to actually do this business. Okay, so I really love this for anyone who is wanting to start it. So first of all, y'all, most of you guys don't know this, but I have started 6 businesses. The other reason why I threw in the strategy session is because I get a lot of people who are like, I just want to figure out how to do the LLC, how to get funding. I want to do a completely different business. I have started 6 different businesses. I have done real estate. I have done Airbnb. I have done Turo. I had a beauty supply store, also operated a salon out of that beauty supply store. So I have done many, many things. So this strategy session does not have to be for someone who specifically wants to open a store. Any business, guys, you will need some type of funding. I am the funding person specifically in beauty. Last year we was able to get women in our program $1.4 million for their beauty supply stores. This is last year. We know where to get the funding in the beauty sector. Okay, so if that is something that you are interested in, you definitely want to invest in the highest tier. You want to invest in the highest tier, and you want to invest in our Legacy Bundle and give these books away. I love the idea of Christmas being around the corner, and instead of buying someone a t-shirt or a scarf or whatever Starbucks gift card, why not give them a book that can literally change their life? Okay, so like I said, our tier 1 bundle is 2 books. With 2 books, you will get your starter kit for everything that you need to build your beauty supply store. Our tier 2, which is our visionary bundle, 5 books, guys, gets you VIP access to our tour, as well as our self-study course that is valued at $2,000 and all of the templates. And then our Legacy Bundle gets you a 45-minute strategy session with me, VIP access to our Breaking Barriers book tour, recognition as a founding father member. This is going to be our wall on when we do our tour, and all the other things. So let's get into why you are here. So for a lot of us, this is the wake-up call. Like I said, I believe there is an attack on Black women. In the first quarter of this current administration, nearly 300,000 Black women have lost their job. So right now, this is a moment for us to actually wake up. And this is also a moment for our own call to ownership and legacy and control. Because, guys, the beauty supply industry is a $1 billion industry. And I'm going to share later a little bit about my story and how I also found myself laid off in a position where I thought was safe. But right now, this is our time to wake up, because 80% of Black mothers are the primary breadwinners of our household. And so not only specifically for Black women are we head of house, right? We are the ones that also are the ones that's taking care of the children. And for a lot of us, we need to make a change, not only for ourselves, but also for our children. So the window of opportunity is wide open. I know you have seen the news and we have seen all the things about Trump and what is happening, but here is what consumers are saying. And we listen to consumers because they're the ones that spend the money. So consumers right now, 70% of shoppers say they want to support a Black-owned business. Every single day, I talk to people who want to support a Black-owned beauty supply store. And now also the funding has been more accessible than ever before. Like I mentioned, last year we had a record high number of funding for the people in our program, $1.4 million for the women who opened stores under our Beauty Supply Bootcamp program last year. So 92% of the women who entered our program literally was able to fund their beauty supply stores without using any of their money. So when I talk about this book and I talk about how to fund the store, right? I want you guys to do it a different way, because I didn't have funding for my beauty supply store. I didn't get SBA loan. I didn't even know that that was a thing that I had access to. And now more and more Black women are getting that access, and the doors are literally being opened for us. Because here's the thing, we're not new to this, we're true to this. Okay, back in the 1920s, right? Annie Malone, Madam C.J. Walker, like David Shands just mentioned, these women were the first self-made millionaires, female millionaires in America at this time. So we've already been given a blueprint of what it looks like to make money in this industry through beauty. And now we have seen more successful Black women come into the beauty industry and literally dominate. And so we know that we have it in us to make history. And this is exactly what I mentioned in my first chapter in the book, is literally taking you down memory lane to remind you of who you are. We come from a lineage of brilliant, strong Black women. So here's how I got started in beauty supply during an economic crisis, y'all. I was working in corporate America. I worked for some of the top investment firms, Goldman Sachs. I worked for the U.S. Treasury Department, which I thought was this safe job, and then found myself jobless. I was a bank examiner, and I just thought I was doing my thing. This is during the mortgage crisis, by the way, the mortgage crisis, and they laid a bunch of us off, right, during the mortgage crisis. And it was in that time where I decided that I was going to bet on myself and become an entrepreneur. I did not know what that was going to look like. I didn't know how it was going to get there. But one day I found myself in a beauty supply store, and I was looking around and I was seeing all of this money being handed over to people that don't look like us. And then I was also noticing the amount of Black women who was having just like the worst time. Like, we were not being serviced. Everyone was complaining. It was just a terrible experience. And it was in that moment where I had an epiphany, like many of us, right? And it's just like, I should do this. I should literally do this. I should open a beauty supply store. And that's exactly what I decided to do. In 2010, I opened my beauty supply store in 60 days. 60 days. And fast forward now to 2025. I was the founder of the first Black-owned beauty supply store in my community. I've become a consultant, serial entrepreneur. Like I said, I've done many businesses after that, and now an author. But this entire journey of me getting here started with me opening a beauty supply store in my hometown of Queens, New York. And I would not change the order in which I did things, because it was beauty supply who taught me everything that I needed to know about business, retail business in one of the toughest cities, arguably in the world, gave me the blueprint to be able to write this book and document everything that I learned from 8 years. We were open 8 years of operating my beauty supply store. So now let's talk about the numbers. Let's talk about how big this market is. It's a $100 billion industry driven by Black consumers. However, it's 92% owned by the Asian demographic, right? So that means that less than 10% of the stores in the market in which we built is owned by Black entrepreneurs. We have $1 trillion spending limits, and we are constantly on the end of consumerism. And now it is literally the time to change that and become owners. Because look at who really owns the industry, right? Black women, we are the consumers. We are literally funding the Korean and Middle Eastern owned stores. We are funding their distributors who literally have pricing specifically for their own people. So that, and thus, that makes us have to have higher prices when we open our stores because we don't get fair pricing and we have limited access. And it is time to literally take it back. And it starts with our stores and it starts with distribution. Because like I said before, we are literally funding this industry that we don't own. And a lot of times I know people tell me all the time on the phone, I want to think about this business endeavor because I'm also thinking about real estate and the return on investment there. Here's what that looks like. The average beauty supply store revenue wise makes $250,000 to $750,000 per year, depending on the size of the store, of course. The net profit on that is 35 to 45%. Now, if you were to buy a single family home as an investment property, you may get maybe $6,000 to $12,000 per year. Every single month, you may see a couple $100, $200-$300, with a net profit of 10 to 15%. And a headache of tenants. And so the math is mathing, guys. You can literally generate in your beauty supply store more in 1 month than a rental does all year. And like I mentioned, guys, right now it is the perfect time for ownership because during economic downturns where everyone is afraid to make a move and you make a move. Like I said, I opened during a mortgage crisis where we couldn't even find gas. We couldn't even find gas, y'all. And I opened my beauty supply store. And I made so much money because I had no competition. No one else was opening a store. 2-3 years later, we did have a few stores sprout up here and there, but they didn't survive because I was the first one to actually do it in this community. Right now, we have grants. We have more grants. We have more loans and more programs that now prioritize Black founders, as well as consumers are intentionally buying from Black-owned brands, from Black-owned beauty supply stores. Like I said, people are looking for a Black-owned beauty supply store to support. Right now, Target has been on a boycott for, I don't know, how many days now? 45, 50 days. It's almost a year. Their stock has gone down. The CEO has stepped down. We have spoken. Black women have spoken through this Target boycott that we have power in our dollars. And so now we need to take it from big box retailers over to our smaller independent Black-owned beauty supply stores. Because listen, when I speak about breaking barriers, guys, we are literally breaking every single barrier. Okay. Your story, your store is necessary. I know we see Asian-owned stores on every single corner here. They're on every single corner here in New York City. But what is missing is your specific store with your background, with your story. So like I said, guys, I would love for you to be a part of this movement. We have 3 different tiers just for today, by the way. I don't think I've said that, but this is just happening for today because the goal is to be an Amazon bestseller. We haven't seen a book in this. And speaking about beauty supply, hit this list yet. So I want you guys to become a part of history for me and making this book an Amazon bestseller. And this is why I had made these bundles for you guys. So that is literally a no-brainer. So like I said, our tier 1 bundle, you get 2 books. You will get my 3-phase beauty supply checklist, my vendor list that took me 15 years to create based on relationships and vendors that I have been working with for the past 15 years, as well as my beauty supply playbook. Okay. Tier 2, which is our visionary bundle. It gets you 5 different books, 5 books, y'all, 5 books, as well as VIP access to our Breaking Barriers tour that will be going down next year. And all of the templates and all of the guides and all of the things. And then our last tier is our legacy bundle. Now, if you are a friend or a family member, someone who's a part of the tribe, you just love this movement. You just love this movement and you believe in this movement. You want to invest in our legacy bundle. You want to invest in our legacy bundle. This is going to give you 10 books that you can donate, 10 books that you can sell if you have a store. It's going to get you 10 copies of this book. It's also going to get you a 45-minute strategy session with me where we're going to talk about any business. Any business. I've done 6. Like I said, I've done real estate, I've done Airbnb, I've done Turo. I forgot to tell you, I'm also a licensed childcare owner here in New York City. So I've started many things. Funding is the cornerstone to every business, and funding is something that I know. Okay, so any business, we will talk about it. So don't think that it's just for a beauty supply business. This strategy session is for any business. Okay, we can talk about whatever you want to talk about. You'll also get VIP access to our book tour. You'll also get recognition as one of our funding founders, members on our book tour on our wall, and as well as our self-study course, So all of these things you guys will get with the Legacy Bundle. I am very, 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 very honored and happy to be here today. I want to thank everyone who showed up live for this book launch. Thank you so much. And let's make history together, guys. So order your books today. Like I said, Amazon.com is the link. Amazon is the website, Amazon.com. And once you go there and you put in Breaking Barriers, I'm going to try to pull this up for you guys. Breaking Barriers by Janice Fredericks. You should go ahead and see the book and be able to order your copies. And like I said, we are doing this just for today, guys. We are doing this bundle deal just for today. So once you get your books, what you have to do is send me a copy of the receipt. You can do that via email. My email is janice@theretailjames.com, or you can DM me. Guys. I'm going to drop the link in the chat here. So you guys should be able to click that link. It should take you straight to Amazon. It should take you straight to Amazon to get a book. But like I said, we are building legacy. Here you see a lot of the stores that I have helped to open over the past 8 years that I've been doing this great work. And this book is just a representation. I got the book right here. I forgot to show y'all. This book right here is just a representation of literally 15 years. 15 years. I know I look 15, but it's 15 years that I've been in this industry. Half of that time I was an owner, and the other half of that time I was on the other side helping people open stores as a coach and consultant. 15 years, guys, of information is in this book. Okay. And so I would love for you guys to sign up for one of our tiers today and donate some books. Like I said, this is what our legacy bundle looks like. And if you're on this and you're watching this, I know that you are all about building a legacy for yourself and your family. If you're on here and you are watching this, I know that you're all about building a legacy for yourself and your family. And so you have the opportunity to gift. Christmas is right around the corner. You have this opportunity to gift this book to someone and potentially change their life. If you have a store, you have the opportunity to sell this to your customers or people who are interested in opening a beauty supply store. But literally, guys, the tactics in this book and the strategy in this book literally can be applied to any business, right? The foundation of a lot of business strategies and tactics are the same, especially if you're looking to operate a retail business, nail salon, hair salon, spa, fashion boutique. This is the book that you need. Okay, this is the book that you need. Okay, and so 10 people, we want to get this book into 10 people's hands if you go ahead and invest in the Legacy Bundle, guys. The link is here, guys. I'm going to drop it one more time before I head out because I'm at time. I'm going to drop the link one more time. Once you purchase your books, okay, once you purchase your books, send me a screenshot, because Amazon does not tell me who buys a book. It will not, Amazon does not tell me anything. It just tells me how many books have been sold. It doesn't tell me who. So you have to follow up with that additional step, guys, of sending me a screenshot of your purchase. Okay. But again, we are about to make history. This is gonna be an Amazon bestseller. I feel it. I got my sister is on. My sister Candace is on. I see her in the chat. Shouts out to my sister. My sister was with me in my beauty supply store when I first got started. So I see her in the chat. Hi, Candace. That's my oldest sister. Shouts out to her. I see my aunts in the chat. My aunt, I actually write about, first of all, I have the best aunts in the world. My aunt Lisa is here. She actually traveled with me to China. And I talk about that trip to China, y'all, as a buyer. So important, right? To be able to step away from your store and go to expos and travel the world and source product, right? We have tariffs that's happening. And I'm planning a trip to China next year. Like, we are literally doing this. Everybody that's a part of this movement, we're taking it to the next level. We're not stopping. We're pivoting. Okay, we are not stopping. Imagine if I got fired from my good paying job with the U.S. Treasury Department, and I said, you know what? Let me just do something else. Get another corporate job. This entrepreneurship thing is not for me, you know, because it was a mortgage crisis. Or let me just try to open the store 3 years later. I don't know what would have happened. I don't think I would have made as much money, because there would have been more competition if I would have decided to open the store when everyone else is opening a store. But I decided to be a trailblazer and pioneer and do it anyway and do it scared. And so that's another thing that I want to encourage you guys to do is it's possible to do something scared. But on the other side of it is greatness. And so I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. Thank you so much for sharing your Saturday with me. I'm so grateful for you guys. Thank you to my friends and family and all of my clients. We actually, one more thing, y'all. We just got someone else added to the movement last night. Okay. Young couple out in Clarkson, Georgia, just signed up to be a part of the movement. They're going to be opening their store next year in Clarkson, Georgia area. So I'm really excited for them. And so, guys, this is your call. This is your call to be a part of this movement. This is your call to be a part of something great. And guys, if you have any questions, you can always email me, janice@theretailgenius.com, or you can DM me. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, all the things, The Retail Genius. All right, I'm going to end it here. Bye, guys. Thank you.